I'm going live with a reading for you all, trying to make sure the messages are upright for you at home. Okay, so today the Lionsgate portal opens. The time is 3:33. I've been very connected to that number recently. I don't know if you have, but if you have, there's likely a message in here for you. So I usually do pick a card readings where I have like 3 different cards for you to choose from, and then from there you pick your message. But this is my first time doing a reading live, and I'm going to instead have it so that you can just tune in whenever you naturally tune into this live. If you there's my cat. Whenever you naturally like feel called to tune into this live, that's when there's a message. Otherwise, if you're watching this later, just click whatever numbers you feel called to. That could be your angel numbers like 111, 222, 333, 444. Use the timestamps. Have fun. Just see wherever you feel called for a message. So yeah, happy Lionsgate portal opening day. Happy birthday to my friend Kaylee, who's a Leo. Happy Leo season. So, all right, let's see what messages we have from tarot. This one, the High Priestess, was already coming right for us. So let's see. We have the High Priestess immediately, which, she's all about. Let me put this up right for you guys. So she's all about, just kind of like that high energy, high vibrational energy, just getting things done, really manifesting, taking this time to kind of like double check everything, like just really step into your energy, be basically just like really like queen things, like some queen things. Like so just like super like high priestess energy is just phenomenal. So if this is you, then you're on the right path for today for manifesting. And if this is something that you're trying to attain, that high priestess energy, today's the perfect day to start, to really like tune in energetically. And yeah, so the message I'm getting here is that you either have this energy and to really tune into this, or that now is the time to really step into this high priestess energy. Really go about yours with wit and knowledge and the confidence that the high priestess has. So the next card that's actually just like right at the top of my deck right here, of course, is the Knight of Pentacles, which is funny because I actually did have this card on my mantle for a minute, for a few weeks. And the Knight of Pentacles is truly like some Lionsgate energy, especially if you've been seeing the numbers 999 a lot recently, because the number 999 really symbolizes prosperity, abundance, and financial endeavors. And if you haven't been seeing that number, you might start seeing it. Just as like confirmation that you're on the right path to this Knight of Pentacles, to get your coin, to your get your career together, to get like basically just to be prosperous in everything you're doing. And the High Priestess there with the Knight of Pentacles is really just confirmation, right? So now is a great time to really focus in on a business. If you've been wanting to start a business, if you've been kind of like, ooh, I don't know, I want to start a business, but I'm on the fence. Do I have the skills? No, don't hesitate, because when you start having self-doubt, that's when you block your blessings, and that's when you don't channel into this high priestess energy. Just have complete confidence. Go for your coin, go for your trips, your vacations, whatever it is that you're like, looking to invest your energy in fully. Now is the time to commit to 1 to 2 things. When we try to spread ourselves too thin and try to do everything, we end up half-assing everything, and it shows, and I am guilty of this. But what I'm getting from Spirit with this Knight of Pentacles and High Priestess is like to really channel in on 1 to 2 things and give them your all, especially during the rest of this Leo season and August, especially. So I don't know if you're an entrepreneur, now is a good time to really put yourself out there. Now is a great time for networking. People are more open to networking at this time, like not even just in a worldly scope like with COVID, but also just with Lionsgate portal opening. But also respect that everyone's working on their own time frame, and don't become insecure with people not fitting into your time. I'm getting that message here is that, like, if you ever feel insecure because reached out to someone and, you're waiting by your phone, don't wait by your phone. Basically, what I'm getting is that, like, everyone is working in their own divine timing, and you need to understand that, like, while you're channeling this energy, don't worry about time because it's a social construct, and this is like, there's no time with energetic manifesting and everything like that. So let's get a word of advice for my Flower of the Night Oracle deck. And give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it so far. Let's see. Oh, that was like right away. And we have 4. And I think the number 4 is being, oh, we have 5. And this one's like separate. So I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of the number 444 lately. And I'm sure we all have, but I've been feeling that. So I'm not surprised that like 4 came out. So we have awareness. So be really aware of where your energy is being directed, especially with August, the rest of August and September especially. I'm just getting that in the rest of the season, you need to be incredibly aware with your habits, your daily habits, your, the like everything basically. Be incredibly aware of where your energy goes, where you let it radiate, because sometimes we don't even realize, like, you're like scrolling on the gram, scrolling on Instagram, and then it's been like what, like 14 minutes, and like what has that really accomplished? So like, just be really aware with your phone, try to connect more with nature, and just be generally aware of where your energy is naturally going. And kind of like now would be a great time to establish what your goals are, and then to make sure that your daily habits align with your goals. So over here we have achievement. So what I'm getting here is that once you're able to really channel this, and I have a feeling that you have been channeling this, but now it's like we're gonna take it to the next level, like like foot on the gas. So you're gonna really show, your achievements will show, like achievements will come. Just trust and don't ask how or why, just say thank you. So the achievements are on the way, and we have clarity here. So now is a great time to really do some inner work and to find clarity. And nature, spending time in nature is a great way to kind of get that clarity that you're looking for, and really just having conversations with yourself more, even if that means spending a day like pretty much completely alone with a journal, can be really clarifying. Meditating, yoga, whatever it is for you that's going to help you kind of like find the clarity you're seeking, now is a great time for that. And I'm also getting that water is going to be incredibly grounding. So then we have purpose and pleasure. So the message I'm getting here is, you know, do everything with purpose and intent. Just because something is pleasurable to the flesh, feels good to the flesh, does it feel good to the soul? Kind of ask yourself those questions of, am I doing something because it's going to help me grow? It's going to help my soul. It's on my path. Or am I doing this because it's a quick pleasure? So that's what I'm getting right there. And I feel like that could be, you know, the entirety of a message for one person. I don't know. Take what comes for you and let the rest flow. So let's see what tarot has to say again. My cat just came over. So if you are a Leo, this could be confirmation that this sign's for you. I mean, that this message for you. So we have 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Pentacles are cards of abundance. What I'm getting here from the 7 of Pentacles, right, is that you need to kind of like ground yourself. Like, you'll grow once you are grounded. Like, your financial situation, any area in your life that you're looking for abundance, this could be like romantic life, your friendships, career especially, it's going to grow. Hi, Luna. Hi. Yeah, she's got a lot to say. So it's going to grow in divine timing so long as you give it patience. Because if you're basically watching and waiting, you're not allowing things to set and forget. I'm getting that you need to kind of like create a ritual almost where you kind of like you journal about your manifestations in the morning. that's like setting them, and then you kind of like go about your day and do whatever else, and then you go back to it the next morning. Because if you're constantly watching a plant waiting for it to grow, you can't see growth when you're staring at it. It's like you can't watch a tree grow because you can see it over time, but it's so minuscule, the growth. So when you're watching it, it almost like slows down the energy. You need to release the energy with the Six of Pentacles. And a way to get there is to share your abundance with others. A good way to get something is to give it, because you're bringing that energy into the universe. So if you're trying to bring abundance into your life, try to find ways that you can bring abundance into other people's lives with the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of like the giving and the receiving, the yin and the yang. Okay, sweet. So I'm feeling called to go to my Indigo Angel deck. So I love this deck. It's like I feel most connected to this deck. I hope that you guys are having a great, start to your Lionsgate portal day and everything like that. So let's see if there's a message here for anyone. Oof. Okay. So we have divine purpose. Okay, divine purpose. What's occupying your thoughts, and I mean the things that you're trying to grow, not the negative things that may be like coming in from all different sources, but what's mainly in your heart right now is your divine purpose. This is confirmation that what you've been working towards, this is it. Like, this is what you're meant to do. This is what you were brought to this earth to do, on a soul level. Like, before you even took your first breath, like, this was what you were meant to do. And you may have not even known, but now, as of lately, you've been getting all these signs, right? You've been getting all these confirmations, like, oh dang, like, maybe I should be doing that thing. Maybe I should be following my heart instead of working like a dog at this company that doesn't appreciate me. Or maybe I should really just move to that one place. If you've been called to go to a certain location, like say you're called to go to Greece or to relocate to, like, I don't know, Aruba. I don't know why these random places are coming to my head, but say that you were called to go somewhere, maybe even just to visit. That it could even be for a trip. That could lead to your divine purpose. You could meet someone, like, follow what your gut is telling you. If you could meet someone, I'm getting that you can meet someone while you're traveling that's going to completely align with your divine purpose and open doors for you. And that by the end of the month, especially if you've been seeing the number 888 or 88888 a lot recently, by the end of the month, you're gonna be, oh my God, you're gonna, like, I'm smiling because you're gonna be blown away at just how prosperous August has been for you, and how much of that aligns with your divine purpose. So then you got to apologize in reverse, because it came up upside down for you guys. So to me, what I'm getting here is that you need to forgive yourself. Okay, that's the message I'm getting here. You need to forgive yourself. You need to release any limiting beliefs, any judgments that you've been holding on to yourself. Because with this Lionsgate, with this August, with this Leo new moon, you can really step into this like higher part of yourself that is just, you're blown away at everything that you're able to achieve and everything that you're able to receive. And part of that is because you chose to forgive yourself today. Today is the day that you can love yourself fully, because when you hold on to grief from the past, when you hold on to, I'm talking about grief of choices, like when you hold on to guilt over, things that you've done or how you let someone treat you, you're just channeling that energy back to where it came from. And that's just going to manifest. And then you're going to say, why is my toxic ex reaching out to me? Because you've been like bullying yourself for like thinking about him so much and how he treated you and how you let him treat you. Take whatever pronouns fit. But what I'm getting here is that, like, in order to really step into your highest self, and that's what you're being called to do with this divine purpose, to really step into your highest self at this time, you need to forgive yourself today. Like, pause this video and hug yourself. Like write a entry to yourself today about how you forgive yourself. Like, you think about it. You've forgiven so many people that honestly, like, they probably didn't even put that much effort into it. Like, let's be real. And I just saw number 444, by the way. And out of anyone in your life, like, you deserve to be forgiven by yourself. So yeah, I'm really getting this energy that you you know, this might be a really emotional message for some people. Um, you need to forgive yourself today, like immediately, like right now. This is the message here. Like, forgive yourself, release everything that you've been holding on, take a shower. And when you step out of that shower, or take a swim when you step out of that water, or whatever it is, meditate, and just allow yourself to be truly forgiven and not to hold on to any things that you've done in the past that hold a lot in your heart, a lot in your head, that are just not going to help you in this next part of your life. So let's see if there's a message. I see someone's tuned in. Let's see if there's a message for you specifically with my Indigo Angel card. Okay. So we have explore. So it's a great time to explore. Exploration is on the horizon. If you've been called to kind of like do things that aren't in your daily routine, to go somewhere, to travel somewhere specifically, this is just confirmation that it's a great time to explore. And I'm getting the message here that exploration is, you can always explore things in your home, in your mind, anywhere you are. But I'm getting that external, like going outside, in nature, exploration, that's only going to last for another couple of months, maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know what's going on where you live, but you know, take this time to really take and spend more time in nature before, you know, you're not able to. I don't know if you're traveling or at work or whatever, but then you have then, oh, we already just pulled those two. So those are the two cards we just pulled. Let's see. One more message from this deck. So Mother Mary. So if you are Christian or you're spiritual, Mother Mary is guiding you right now. And then you have pray. So, and it came up in reverse. So I'm almost getting that you need to pray outward. So that could be saying mantras, because I feel like you've been praying in your head or saying mantras or affirmations or whatever it is that you identify with. But I'm almost getting that you need to bring that outwards. That's why I came up in reverse, because you need to actually remove that from in your head and outside of your body. This could even be when you're working out, when you're doing yoga, when you're going for walks, whatever you're doing. You could just whisper to yourself. I know it's kind of weird when like people are talking to themselves, but you know, find safe spaces, or even when you go to bed, like just find ways out loud to say what it is that you're looking for, because that's going to be beneficial. You need to use your throat chakra at this time. So, at the very bottom of the deck, bottom line message for a lot of us here, especially during this Leo season: learn something new. So basically, learn something new is all about just like finishing a project that you know you should be finishing on, finishing on, that you know you should be working on, that you know you should have finished by now, or or learning new studies. If there's something that's been like really drawing your attention and you're like, wow, I don't know why I'm drawn to research ancient like Egypt right now, and you're just like, that's random, I'm not gonna look into that. Like, no, follow your callings to research whatever it is that like has been interesting you, to learn it, to experience it, to go there, to do it, whatever it is. It could be like something creative like art or music. It could be something as simple as like meditating, whatever it is that's calling you, that you've been like kind of ignoring, and you're like, I know I should be finishing this or studying this or doing this, but I don't want to, because I'm comfortable in what I'm doing right now. Because new things or finishing new things can honestly be intimidating, right? Because then you're like, well, when I finish it, then what? Or what if it's not good enough? Or, you know, whatever. And what I'm getting here is that, like, you know, perfectionism just leads to procrastination because you don't want to do it, because you're like, I can't do it because I don't know enough, or it won't be the right time, or I don't have the right supplies. And it's like, didn't Apple start from a garage? like you can really do anything, especially with all the technology and resources and people around you that are willing to help. So let's get an animal card. See if there's an animal. With it being Lionsgate and everything, I'm curious if any felines will appear. And don't forget to like this video if you're enjoying this. It helps my channel. Okay, so let's see if there's an animal. Oh my gosh, did you see how that one jumped right out? Oh, I've never pulled this card before. Do you see this? do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? I've never pulled this card before. It's observation, the what is that? Peregrine Falcon, number 25. Um, Number 25 is probably important to you? Question mark. I don't know. It seems relevant. So let me check the book because I've never pulled this card before. I get like chills when I pull a new card because I don't know. It's always surprising. Okay, let's see. So number 25, observation. So it says, take a step back and simply observe a situation. So if you're a doer, if you constantly like act first, think later, nah, man, this is a time to do the opposite of that. There's nothing wrong with that when it's safe, but I'm getting that you really need to kind of like observe a situation before acting. Like this is a great time to just do nothing almost in a sense, but sometimes doing nothing is the best thing you can do. Like do things, but with this certain situation you're inquiring about, really just kind of let it be for a few days at least. It says, listen and watch before you decide on a course of action, as acting rashly will not serve you in your current situation. You are being supported by powerful forces. Do not fear. You are protected. So I know sometimes it's like we live in a society where it's like do, 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 do. Like you have to do everything immediately. But sometimes taking times to think situations through is actually the best thing you can do. So I know for someone here, the number 555 has been showing up a lot in their life, and the number 333. We just got this one right here at the bottom of the deck, which is the chameleon, which is a symbol of change. So 333, 555 energy, like change is coming. It's on the way. When you doubt it, you get in the way. So don't even question how. Oh, Luna, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat. Luna, please stop that. So don't even question how, when, or why. Just trust fully, and don't even trust, like, know. Like, you don't even have to, like, when you know something, you don't even have to trust it because you already know. Like, it's a fact. So just, like, even change your energy from trusting to knowing that everything is coming to you, that you already have everything it is that you desire. Oh, just saw 222. That's going to stay up for a minute. But when I look at the numbers on the time, it makes me excited when I see these angel numbers. So let me see. If you're watching this, let's actually both take 2 deep breaths at this time. So inhale. All right, one more. Doesn't it feel good? All right, let's see if there's a message in the Divine Feminine deck for you here. I need to take a second to breathe to really channel which deck wanted to be chosen, basically. So let's see. Is there a message for whoever is tuned in from the Divine Feminine deck at this time? We know that, this is a really, ooh, oh my gosh, wow. Yo, this card just took my breath away. I've never pulled this card, which is exciting. But then there's also not a lot of black goddesses in this deck. So that's also exciting just as a black woman. So it's Yamoja, the goddess of all that flows. Okay, yes, like some Oshun energy. So the goddess of all that flows. It says, "I am an ocean of creative energy." Oh my gosh, that's the affirmation right there. I am an ocean of creative energy. Oh my gosh, like creativity is just gonna naturally flow out of us in this next chapter. And then it says, "I give birth to what exists within me." So it's really, this is going to be a time of birthing. I know that you've been, and I've been very guilty of this, of like almost being pregnant with ideas because you think about them all day and all night, creative ideas, and you want to create them, but you have to work it out in your mind first. And that's how it is as an artist. You have to kind of like mentally figure out everything it is that needs to like work on the canvas before you go to the canvas, etc. So what I'm getting now is that you're finally stepping into this moment, this like shift of giving birth, and I'm so excited to step into this shift. Let me tell you, this is fine. It's finally here. You've been pregnant with these ideas of what you want to do, what your next move is, what you're going to do creatively, whatever it is. And now it's finally time of action. And that's why I said that this reading, you should pick the numbers and not like necessarily watch the entire thing straight through, because there's different messages at different points in this reading. And like the last, like a few minutes ago, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, it was saying, that you need to think before you move. And that's very true too. But this card for someone else or different people is saying, no, you've thought long enough. You've figured out your plans long enough. You have everything you need. It is time to move, to create, especially create. So I want some confirmation on that creativity card from this Indigo Angel deck. Just confirmation for, Yamoja stepping into her energy. Show appreciation. So we have show appreciation. So create and, really appreciate the artwork that you're creating, because it doesn't have to, it could be a song, it could be a poem, it could be whatever it is that you do, but don't be your own worst critic, okay? It's so easy to criticize. The artwork that you're probably comparing yourself to is not in the same, like, what I'm trying to say is that your only competition is yourself. So when you show appreciation to what it is that you're creating, when you love your artwork, when you fully accept whatever it is that you are, that you're creating, that you're birthing, that's when the magic happens, because you stop self-doubting yourself. You stop like comparing yourself to others. So really what I'm getting here is like create whatever it is that you're meant to create, and understand that sometimes creating is for the therapeutic process alone. It's not always to share. Sometimes people create because they want to feel the physical sensation of creating and release energy from their body, and appreciate that. Not everything needs to be in a museum, not everything needs to go on the gram, not everything needs to be in competition of other things. Just show appreciation to what naturally is and what comes of this. So then we have, what is this card? Let's see. Freyja, Freyja, I almost said Frasier, like Frasier Crane. Freyja, the goddess of discreetment. I spend my time wisely. I only say when it is, what does it say? I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Okay, hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. So I feel that so hard right now. The time is just 27:27. I don't know if 27 means something to you, but I feel that so much. Like, only say yes when your body says yes. Like, I will have my friends like texting me and be like, should I go on a second date with this guy? And I'm like, the fact that you're asking me is telling me that you don't want to go. So no, like, stop being polite. Life is too short. Okay, like, be polite, of course, but stop being polite with your time. Stop giving your time away to people just because they asked for it. Okay, like, if your body isn't telling you, yes, like, hell yes, I want to spend my time with these people, this is the energy, this is the place, whatever, then just don't go. Like, and you can decline invitations without excuses. I think that that's kind of a controversial point of view, but if someone invites you to something, you can just say, thank you for the invitation, I can't make it. Like, you don't need to give someone a life story or an excuse. And I feel like in our society, a lot of times we come up with an immediate excuse, as almost like as if we don't have choice or free will in how we spend our time. It's almost like, because I'm free and you asked, here you go. And it's like, no, like, your whole body should say, hell yes. And the same thing goes for dating. I know this message is for someone specific. If you've been on the fence about someone that you've been talking to, perhaps you like haven't even met them yet, your energy knows. Like, your body knows. And if your body's been saying hell yes and maybe you haven't met them yet, like, follow that too. Like, don't get catfished, boo. Like, but still, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just feeling like everything that is hell yes, do it. And if it even feels like a yeah, like, don't even do it. Like, unless you have to because of work or something. But basically, really only spend your time doing hell yes energetically things. And I used to think that this might sound random, but this message is for someone. I used to think that ghosting was like a thing. Like, because you don't hear from someone and you're like, oh, they ghosted me, right? But now, like, I realized, you know not everything deserves a response. um and and that might sound a little harsh, but the truth is that people don't owe you responses. I mean, situationally sometimes, but like, if someone ghosts you or something, like, yeah, you might feel hurt, but also understand that it's not really, that ghosting is fake. Like, it's not a real thing. It just means that like either they're not interested in you, period, like he's just not that into you, the movie, or it's that, you know, maybe they just didn't feel like commenting. Like, you know, sometimes people think it has to be like a game, like I text, you text, I text, you text, and it's like, what the fuck? What kind of world, what simulation is this? Like, no. Like send texts that are worthy of responses and you'll get responses. And if you don't get responses to texts that are worthy of responses, then it ain't worth your time. It ain't for you. So feel everything as a hell yes. And if you aren't being received as a hell yes, if you're being received as a maybe or a kinda or a, you know, if the timing works out, like just say see ya, because it's not worth waiting. Especially, I don't know why I'm getting this message romantically, but like if you're waiting for someone and it seems like an unattainable love, like let it go. Like if it's meant to be, it will come back naturally. Stop trying to force anything. Not saying that you're like deliberately trying to force things, but like I'm just getting that like forcing things is not, you know, forcing things in general is just never gonna produce what you're looking for. Like pressure is only good when you're pressuring yourself to become better or to do better, but when you're just putting pressure on people, it's not going to help a situation if they don't organically feel the same. So, sorry if I went on a tangent there. Sometimes I just feel called to say specific messages, and it's like you personally might not connect with it, but I know that message was for someone. So, I just feel called to go back to tarot. So, wow, okay. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. You know, it's been a minute since I've pulled the Page of Cups, and I feel called to look that one up in my book. So let's see. The Page of Cups. It says, what's that? A surprising little fish poking its head up from her cup. Something or someone unexpected is coming your way. It's going to affect your emotions pretty wildly. Maybe you've been hit by a wave of inspiration, or you've stumbled upon a brand new friend. Whatever it is, the tidal wave of feelings is coming. Don't be afraid to just wait right now. So basically, like another card confirming stillness. Like I'm getting that energetically, you've done everything you needed to. Your good karma's on the way. This could be a friendship, romantic person, a new job opportunity, whatever it is that's in your heart that you're really like after at this time. You've done what you need to do. And today's really the last day to, I just saw the time and it was 222 again. Sorry. So today's really the last day to kind of, you know, do your part in that. And that includes letting it occupy your mind. So today's the last day to think about it. You have to set it and forget it. And it will come back when you least expect it in a good way. Like by that, I could mean even tomorrow. I don't know. I've been doing this thing. This might be kind of personal, but I've been writing things on paper and then like putting it under my pillow low key and like sleeping on it literally. And that works pretty fast. So maybe this is your calling to try that, but this is like the last day that you have a chance to do that is what I'm getting, because it's that's it. Like be still after that. This is your blessings are coming. You've done what you need to. They're on the way. Trust. So all right, the time is 33. I'm going to end this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like this video, throw me a comment, let me know your thoughts. I really appreciate your energy. I can feel it here. It's got me in a good mood to start the rest of my day, my work day. So yeah, thank you. Peace and love. How do I end this? See what happens when you never live stream? Let's see. Ooh, I will figure this out.